Have you ever stopped in the middle of your ordinary things, like having a dinner, and you had a thought so profound, so deep, that it completely threw you off? It happened to me a few days ago. My family and I were having a dinner. We were eating a pumpkin soup, and out of nowhere, my little brother asked, "Mom, why food is hard when it's raw and soft when it's cooked?" I freezed. I mean, how many of you encountered those questions during the dinner table? I sat there, stirring my soup, and it hit me. I had no idea. And when I was sitting there and was thinking about the answer, I was thinking about the answer, and when I was collecting the dishes, it clicked. I mean, food is cooked in water, right? So part of the food evaporates, and part of it seeps into the food, changes its molecules, and it becomes softer. It's so simple yet so magical. And later, I asked this same question from ChatGPT, and it confirmed my guess. And but while I was standing there and was washing the dishes, another question came up to my mind that was far more profound than the previous one about how food gets softer. So why for living 17 years have I never thought about this before? I mean, when I was little, I was obsessed with questions. I would read encyclopedias hour cover to cover, and I had so many questions about why exists the moon, and why is it the moon in the shape of a square, and do ever fish get thirsty, and all other questions. And back then, I didn't care about answers. The question itself was enough. But at some point, I grew up. And when I was, and I don't know when and why, but I know that I'm not alone. When we are kids, we're little scientists that explore the whole world. We ask myriad amounts of questions, and we don't care about answers. We just ask them. And at some point, we grow up, and our curiosity fades. Now I look at my little brother. He's 11, and he has endless stream of questions every single day. Like, he's so curious, and his questions sometimes are so bizarre that I think even Einstein would pause to think about them. And I envy him. And sometimes, and I come up to think that every single scientist, every innovator, and every inventor is just a grown-up child who never stopped asking questions. And think about it. If we haven't asked those questions, we would never discover the laws of buoyancy, or we would never went to the moon, or we would never create the artificial intelligence, or we would never discover quantum physics. And I think that teachers and at home, we should encourage children, and we should be more curious, because at school, at work, or at home, we focus more on memorizing answers rather than encouraging curiosity. And even Richard Feynman said that I would have rather questions that can be answered than answers that can be questioned. And I think it's very profound, because at the point when we stop asking questions and believing our existing knowledge, at that time we lose our point of life. And because I think that we were created because we should ask questions constantly and stay curious to the rest of our lives. So I want to leave you with this. Don't ever be afraid to ask questions. And try to ask constantly questions, and you can unlock a small part of the big picture of life. And when enough of those pictures come together, that would be the most magical part about life. Thank you.